It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals. All that and more coming up next.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But, Charles, a lot of people see these Bengals as legitimate contenders to get to the Super Bowl. And remember, they got there just 2 years ago. What do they need to do to get back?
Well, we know how well-positioned they are on offense, partner, because they have one of the best quarterbacks in the game and a lot of firepower to go with him. But how about what they did in the draft this year? A lot of capital expended on the defensive side of the ball, trying to slow down some of the other top contenders.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Seahawks, most of the pundits, yourself included, Charles, gave their draft class high marks. And that comes after a year where they struck gold in the 5th round with Tariq Woolen.
And they also struck gold in the offensive line, getting brand new tackles at left and right. Struck gold with a running back who was a big-time runner as a rookie. Yeah, there's something to be said about building through the draft.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Cincinnati. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. He's got large and complete here over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far, running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Now Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And this one is right through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
Keep our course.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it, and sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll send Green in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. To the right side and complete to Largent. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Here's 3rd and 6. Play action. Now Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on third down. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a seventh and eighth. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, is that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
2nd and 10. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go-around, a 1st down as well.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Now it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that level, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his... And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! Russell Wilson, a 3-yard touchdown run, and they're able to add on to their advantage.
And that's a sight we feel like we've seen a lot over his career. But remember, for Russell Wilson, 3 in his first year as a Bronco last year and only 15 in the last 8 years. But he still knows how to use those wheels when necessary, and he takes care of business right there.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what. 3rd down. All you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 9-yard touchdown there, and the Bengals have cut it back within a score. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. There's the tight end, Carlson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Alexander. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They go play action now. Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Alexander. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's right. Let's go, y'all. Let's have some fun. Let's get some going.
2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Alexander. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Burrow. Quick completion here to Johnson. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good, and, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Before they're inside the 25. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Wide open receiver complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from moving out in front. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now Burrow. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Three yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Alexander, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll try the left side. It's Alexander, and he'll be taken down at the 34. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run a toss here with Dillon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Wilson. Room past the 35. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Wilson on second down. Throw left side, going to be caught by Largent. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On second down now, it's Alexander. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Burrow on first down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. After the interception, here's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. This caught by Carlson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side with Dillon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Waters. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on it.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Green. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Dillon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Able to find his target here, Largent. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Alexander, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They go play action now. Wilson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Alexander, and on this one he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
84 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to, and if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now for the point after. And the lead is down to 2. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Finding Green complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Johnson.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. Burrow will throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle, and that will push the lead up to 5.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Graham now to boot it away after the made field goal.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Short completion, just 4 yards, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
On 1st down, Wilson.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Wilson. This to Graham on the short pass. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. Alexander. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from the 20.
And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Burrow. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Here's Burrow.
This ball taken in here by Brooks.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. His throw incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open man is lost, complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Graham now to boot it away after the made field goal.
This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 2.
Wilson now off the bootleg. This one into the hands of Largent. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. This to Graham in the short pass. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson. Able to find his target here, Largent. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Alexander. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he hits the up one, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So apparently the bank is open, and fortunate for them as it gives them a 4th quarter lead.
And you talk about being fortunate? Fortune was definitely on their side there. I think 9 times out of 10, this ball hits the bar and comes right down. But he manages to put a little English on it, and he gets it to go.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's pulled in by Brooks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 2nd down, Dillon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Burrow on play action. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to have the Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And that's just what you're hoping for when you dial up that play call. They run play action. Then they're just going to link the tight end to the outside. You're hoping the man assigned to him commits to the run fake, even just for a split second. And that's all they needed to get the completion and the first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Burrow's throw complete there to Johnson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
That's smart, baby.
Graham now to boot it away after the made field goal.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That is caught, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of ball out there for him to go get it.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Wilson. This caught by Carlson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Up the middle they go. It's Alexander. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play,
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 13 yards out.
And the Seahawks have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
So Burrow and the Bengals down by 5. A little over a minute and a half remaining.
How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
This is 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
To throw, Burrow.
Throw left side, complete to Ross. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Y'all got time. Let's go. You know what we need, baby.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
Burrow.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Burrow.
20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Here we go with Burrow. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Now the focus shifts to the Seahawks offense. Trailing by 3 after the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A little over 20 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration, but now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 1st and 10.
One last shot for Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carlson.
Here's 2nd down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.